Welcome to Malta, a Mediterranean paradise, and the site of my wildest challenge yet. I have just $50 to survive and experience the best of Malta in 24 hours. Can I eat, explore, and soak up the culture on less than the price of a video game? Every cent counts, every decision matters, and I'm taking you along for every second. Let's see what 50 bucks can buy in one of the world's most beautiful countries. The clock starts now. Let's go. My first mission of the day, find breakfast, but not just any breakfast. I want something that feels real, something that tells me I'm actually here in Malta, not just passing through as another tourist. I'm absolutely starving, but there's no way I'm falling for the overpriced, bland breakfasts at the touristy spots lining the main streets. I want to eat where the locals eat, to taste what they taste every morning. After asking around and following a few friendly tips, I find myself weaving through a maze of narrow alleys. Suddenly I stumble upon a tiny pastizzeria, tucked away from the crowds. The sign is faded, the door creaks, but the aroma, hits me like a wave. It's the smell of fresh pastry, butter, and something savory I can't quite place. It's intoxicating. I step up to the counter, greeted by a smiling woman who barely speaks English but knows exactly what I'm after. I order 2 ricotta pastizzi, one filled with mushy peas, and a small, strong local coffee. The total? Just over $3. It feels almost criminal to pay so little for something that smells this good. I take my first bite of the ricotta pasties. The pastry shatters in my hands, sending flakes everywhere. It's golden, buttery, and impossibly light. Inside, the cheese is creamy, salty, and warm, comforting in a way that only food made with love can be. It's the kind of breakfast that makes you close your eyes and just savor the moment. Next up, the pea pastis. I wasn't sure what to expect, but the filling is surprisingly hearty, almost meaty, with a gentle spice that lingers. It's simple, but it's packed with flavor, and I can see why this is a staple for so many Maltese families. Around me, locals are chatting, laughing, and enjoying their own pastizzi. There's no rush, no pretense, just people starting their day with good food and good company. This is the real Malta. Unpretentious, affordable, and absolutely delicious. I take my breakfast outside, sitting at a wobbly table as the sun rises over the city. The streets are slowly coming alive, shopkeepers opening their doors, kids heading to school, the distant sound of church bells. There's a quiet magic in these early hours, and for a moment, I feel like I've already won the day. It's moments like this that remind me, authentic travel isn't about spending big or ticking off famous sites. It's about curiosity, about being open to new experiences, and about sharing a meal with people who call this place home. Sometimes, the best memories are made over a $3 breakfast at a plastic table. With my stomach full and my wallet barely lighter, I check my budget, $46.80 left for the day. Not bad for a breakfast that feels priceless. Now, it's time to figure out my next move. Getting to Valletta, the heart of Malta. I could hop on a bus, but I've heard whispers from locals that the ferry is the real way to arrive. Gliding across the water, with epic views of Valletta's ancient skyline. Plus, it's supposed to be easy on the wallet, which is exactly what I need. So, with the city waking up behind me and adventure ahead, I set off toward the harbor, ready to see what the day, and Malta, has in store. At the ferry terminal, my heart's pounding. Will this blow the budget? A one-way ticket to Valletta is just €2, about $2.15. I board and the views are jaw-dropping. Ancient limestone walls, domes, and the sparkling Grand Harbor. This feels like a luxury tour for the price of a candy bar. Valletta's skyline, the 3 cities, and centuries of history glide by in 10 unforgettable minutes. People pay hundreds for this view. We did it for $2. Stepping off the ferry, I'm in the heart of Malta's capital with 44.65 left. The city is buzzing, the possibilities endless. Next up, find something amazing, free, and uniquely Maltese. I've heard about a garden with the best view in town. Let's track it down. The Valletta adventure starts now. Valletta's golden streets are a maze, twisting and turning in every direction, each corner revealing a new layer of history. The city feels like a living museum, with every stone and balcony telling stories of knights, merchants, and centuries of Mediterranean life. As I wander, the sun bounces off the honey-colored limestone, bathing everything in a warm golden glow. It's easy to get lost here, but that's half the fun. Every wrong turn leads to another hidden gem. But today, I'm on a mission. To find the legendary Upper Baracca Gardens, rumored to have the best view in all of Malta. Locals say it's where you go when you want to see the city from above, to get that postcard-perfect shot without spending a dime. After winding through narrow alleys, squeezing past tiny cafes and souvenir shops, and climbing what feels like 100 ancient stone steps, my anticipation builds. The city's energy is infectious. There's music drifting from open windows, the smell of fresh bread from a bakery, and the distant sound of church bells echoing through the streets. Finally, I spot the entrance to the Upper Baracca Gardens. I step inside, and instantly, the noise of the city fades away. Lush flowers, trickling fountains, and shady trees create a peaceful oasis high above the bustling streets. It's the kind of place you could spend hours just people-watching or reading a book. From this terrace perched atop Valletta's ancient city walls, the view is nothing short of spectacular. The entire Grand Harbor unfolds before me, sparkling in the sunlight, with ships gliding across the water, and the iconic three cities standing proudly on the opposite shore. The Grand Harbor and the three cities, Birgu, Sanglea, and Cospicua, stretch out below, their colorful facades and historic forts, creating a scene straight out of a painting. It's a panorama that makes you stop and catch your breath, a reminder of Malta's rich maritime past. And the best part? This million-dollar view doesn't cost a single cent. No ticket, no lines, no crowds, just pure, unfiltered beauty, completely free. My budget is still intact, and my spirit is soaring. Down below, I spot the famous saluting battery, where a row of historic cannons is being carefully prepped for the daily noon firing. This tradition dates back centuries, once used to signal the time to ships in the harbor. Today, it's a living piece of history, drawing crowds from all over the world. I grab a spot along the terrace railing, heart pounding with anticipation. As the clock strikes 12, a uniformed gunner gives the signal, and boom, the cannon fires, sending a thunderous echo across the harbor. Smoke billows, tourists cheer, and for a moment, it feels like I've traveled back in time. This is why I travel, for moments like this. Million-dollar experiences that don't cost a thing. Instead of splurging on pricey attractions, I'm soaking up the city's atmosphere, its history, and its unbeatable views, all for free. As I stand here, surrounded by locals and fellow travelers, I realize that sometimes the best memories are made in places that don't even require a ticket. The laughter, the conversations, the shared awe at the view. These are the moments that stick with you. With $44.65 still in my pocket, I'm feeling inspired and ready for the next adventure. The city is calling, and my stomach is rumbling. It's time to hunt for an authentic Maltese meal, ideally by the sea and definitely without blowing my budget. Can I find a delicious local lunch with a view and still keep my wallet happy? The pressure's on, but I'm up for the challenge. After all, the best travel stories always start with a little adventure and a lot of curiosity. So, let's see what Valletta has to offer. Time to eat, explore, and make the most of every moment in this incredible city. After the cannon show, my stomach's growling for lunch, ideally, fresh seafood by the water. I skip the touristy main squares and find a busy family-run spot right on the shore. The catch of the day, lampuki, with potatoes and salad, is $16, a splurge, but worth it. The fish is perfectly grilled, flaky, and seasoned with lemon and herbs. The potatoes are crispy and packed with flavor. This is the taste of Malta, simple, fresh, unforgettable. The meal is huge, the view unbeatable, and every bite is a memory. After lunch, I've got $28.65 left and a full belly. Next up, souvenir shopping. I want something authentic, handmade, and meaningful. No cheap trinkets. There's a local market nearby, and I'm on the hunt. This is the final boss of the $50 challenge. Let's go. With $28.65 left in my pocket, I step into the heart of Valletta's bustling street market, where the air is alive with chatter, laughter, and the irresistible aroma of fresh pastries. The market is a kaleidoscope of colors and sounds. Locals haggling over produce, tourists marveling at handmade crafts, and vendors proudly displaying their wares. My mission is clear: find authentic Maltese souvenirs that capture the spirit of this island, all for under $20. As I weave through the stalls, I'm drawn to a craftsman meticulously shaping silver filigree jewelry. This isn't just any jewelry. It's a centuries-old Maltese tradition, passed down through generations. The artisan's hands move with practiced precision, twisting delicate threads of silver into intricate patterns that shimmer in the sunlight. Watching him work, I realize each piece tells a story of Malta's rich cultural heritage. Among his creations, a small but beautifully detailed cross pendant catches my eye. It's the perfect blend of elegance and tradition, and at $10.75, it feels like a steal for something so unique. I can't resist. I buy it on the spot, knowing I'm taking home a piece of Maltese artistry that's both meaningful and affordable. Moving on, I discover a stall bursting with hand-painted ceramic tiles, each one a miniature canvas showcasing classic Maltese designs, vivid blues, sunny yellows, and intricate patterns inspired by the island's history. The artist, a friendly local, explains how each tile is painted by hand, making every piece truly one of a kind. I pick out 2 tiles for $8.60, imagining how they'll brighten up my home and remind me of this adventure. Now, with 3 unique, handmade souvenirs in my bag, a silver filigree pendant and 2 vibrant ceramic tiles, I realize I've managed to capture the essence of Malta for less than $20. It's not just about the objects themselves, but the stories and craftsmanship behind them. Mission accomplished, and I still have money left to spare. What makes these souvenirs truly special is knowing that my purchases support local artists and their families. Each conversation, each smile exchanged with the artisans, adds another layer to my experience. I feel like I'm not just buying things, I'm connecting with the soul of Malta, taking home memories that are far more valuable than anything money can buy. As the sun begins to set, casting a golden glow over Valletta's ancient streets, I check my wallet. $9.55 left. The market starts to wind down, but the city is still buzzing with energy. The day is drawing to a close, and I feel a deep sense of satisfaction. My adventure is almost over, but the memories will last a lifetime. With enough money left for the ferry ride back across the harbor, I make my way toward the waterfront. The gentle breeze carries the sounds of the city behind me, and I can't help but reflect on how much I've experienced in just one day, all while sticking to a tight budget. From savoring delicious Maltese pastries to exploring centuries-old fortresses, and now, hunting for the perfect souvenirs, this day has been packed with food, history, and unforgettable moments. Every dollar spent has brought me closer to the heart of Malta, proving that you don't need a big budget to have a rich and rewarding travel experience. What really matters is curiosity, a willingness to explore, and making smart choices along the way. Malta has shown me that adventure is everywhere. You just have to look for it. I'm leaving with not just souvenirs, but stories, friendships, and a newfound appreciation for this incredible island. As I stroll toward the ferry, shopping bags in hand, I feel grateful for every moment, the sights, the flavors, the people, and the memories I'll cherish long after I leave. Challenge complete, souvenirs in hand, and money to spare. What an adventure this has been. Malta, you've truly been amazing. That's a wrap on the $50 Malta Challenge. From epic breakfasts to million-dollar views across the island and unique handmade souvenirs, we proved you can travel big on a tiny budget. If you enjoyed this adventure, hit subscribe and let me know where I should go next on my travels. Your ideas fuel these journeys, so drop a comment below. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Until the next adventure, see you in the comments.